What are children learning from how you react? Many parents believe that as long as they mean well, their reactions don't matter much. But from a child's point of view, those reactions quietly shape how the world feels. In everyday moments, children are learning who they are from how we react to them. They may not have the words, but their minds and hearts remember everything. Like and subscribe to Little Minds, and let's begin with the first quiet lesson children are learning from how you react. Number 1. When your face changes before your words do. Have you ever paused to consider what begins unfolding inside a child in the quiet space before any words are spoken? Because often, a brief shift in your expression alone is enough to make them stop and retreat into silence. Children notice these changes instantly and feel them deeply, sometimes more deeply than adults imagine. To them, your face becomes the first signal of whether the moment is safe or uncertain. Without hearing a single word, they begin searching for what they might have done wrong. Over time, this teaches them to observe carefully rather than speak freely. Their focus drifts away from the experience itself and settles on your reactions. Gradually, they slow down, becoming more careful with every move. Before each small action, they wait for reassurance. Allowing calm to lead your expression can help them feel welcomed before language even enters the room. Number 2. The moment silence says more than sound. Silence often carries more meaning for a child than raised voices ever could, especially when it arrives without explanation. As the room grows quiet, their thoughts rush in to fill the space. They begin wondering whether disappointment has taken root somewhere unseen. With no words to guide them, their imagination stretches far beyond the truth. To a child, this silence can feel like a door slowly closing. They learn to keep emotions contained rather than risk sharing them. Each repetition reinforces the belief that speaking may create distance. Over time, hesitation replaces openness. They start listening closely to footsteps or breathing to sense emotional shifts. Confidence gradually fades in moments shaped by unspoken tension. Gently breaking the silence can remind them they are still connected and seen. Number 3. What they notice when you rush past them. When you hurry by without stopping and your child remains behind watching you go, the moment may pass quickly for you, but it settles quietly within them. They feel your pace and instinctively compare it to their own presence. Being rushed past teaches them that they are not a place to pause. Slowly, they shorten their stories, adjusting themselves to fit your speed. What once felt like excitement becomes restraint. They begin choosing moments when they feel least likely to interrupt. Over time, they convince themselves that their needs can always wait. This belief follows them whenever they consider asking for attention. Even simple invitations begin to feel uncertain. Slowing down just enough can show them they are worth stopping for. Number 4. How your sighs become signals. You may sigh without thinking and assume your child hardly notices, yet to them, that sound carries far more weight than you realize. They do not hear exhaustion alone, they feel heaviness. In that brief moment, they may quietly wonder whether they caused it. Over time, sighs become familiar signals stored in memory. They begin pausing their actions to watch and assess. Gradually, innocence gives way to caution. Each movement is reconsidered through a lens of uncertainty. Sensitivity grows toward even the smallest shifts in your mood. This constant monitoring takes space away from curiosity. Slowing your breath can ease their need to search for hidden meaning. Number 5. When small mistakes feel suddenly heavy. A mistake that seems insignificant to an adult can feel overwhelmingly large to a child once a reaction changes. The shift is immediate, the weight unmistakable. They stop seeing the mistake itself and instead feel something wrong about themselves. An ordinary moment quietly transforms into a lasting memory. Shame attaches itself not to the action, but to their sense of ability. Repeated experiences like this teach them to avoid trying new things. Curiosity slowly fades as fear steps in. They begin waiting for your response before continuing. Confidence weakens even during play. Treating small mistakes as ordinary moments can prevent that heaviness from lingering. Number 6. What tone teaches that rules never could. There are lessons carried through tone that rules alone can never teach, lessons children absorb instantly. When your voice shifts, they feel the message before understanding the words. Meaning is found in emotion rather than instruction. A calm tone can create safety more effectively than repeated reminders. A tense one quietly causes them to withdraw. They learn to read emotional signals before content. Over time, behavior is guided by safety rather than rules. Feelings remain long after information fades. This pattern influences how they listen to others later in life. Allowing tone to lead with care helps them feel respected and secure. Number 7. The meaning they attach to your pauses. When you pause mid-reaction, it may feel neutral to you, but to a child, that space is full. They fill it with assumptions shaped by emotion. A brief silence can quickly become self-doubt. Slowly, they assign meaning to every pause you make. Over time, waiting replaces initiative. Each pause becomes a quiet test of safety. They search for reassurance before continuing. Expression slows as uncertainty grows. Thoughts remain unspoken. Letting pauses carry warmth can prevent them from guessing what they did wrong. Number 8. How your reactions shape what feels safe. A child's sense of safety is formed through repeated everyday reactions, often unnoticed in the moment. Consistent responses create solid ground beneath them. Unpredictability keeps them alert and guarded. They learn to adjust themselves rather than explore freely. Safety grows not from explanations, but from emotional steadiness. Over time, they build an internal map of what feels secure. This map guides when they move forward or hold back. It shapes how they approach the world. Gentle reactions invite curiosity. Stability allows confidence to grow. Last but not least, the quiet story they carry into adulthood. Small reactions experienced in childhood slowly become a story carried into adulthood. Specific moments may fade, but the emotional imprint remains clear. Repeated caution forms an inner voice. As adults, they approach life shaped by those early experiences. Doubt may surface before beginnings. What once helped them adapt may quietly limit them. They continue reading others for permission. This process happens subtly and without awareness. The story is written through everyday reactions. Responding with presence now can help lighten the story they carry forward. By the end of these small moments, what children are really learning from how you react is not a lesson in right or wrong, but a feeling about whether the world feels safe when emotions show up. They may never say it out loud, but inside, they are quietly collecting these reactions and deciding what their feelings mean to the people they love most. No one gets it right every time, and what matters more than perfection is simply being there, even when the moment feels messy or uncomfortable. Sometimes a single pause, a softer tone, or an unfinished sentence stays with a child far longer than any explanation ever could. And when you begin to notice how much weight these everyday reactions carry, it naturally opens the door to other quiet ways children interpret our words, silences, and expressions. What do they understand when we don't respond at all, or when our emotions say something different from our voice? If you feel yourself wondering about those unseen moments too, Little Minds will be right here, gently exploring them with you.